Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs and is brought to you by EA Sports. Hold on tight. We're in for an exciting one, and it's coming up next.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we continue with a terrific matchup in the divisional round. It's our visiting team and our home team. So glad you're having us in for this divisional round matchup. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Partner, playing in front of the home crowd. That is something you get when you're the #1 seed. A week off to prepare. Now a playoff game in your building. It's that age-old question. What do you think? Rest versus rust?
Yeah, I think if you ask the coaches, Mike, they would kind of go back.
The winner moves on to the AFC Championship game. This should be some battle. Off we go here in the divisional round. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Mike, I was watching the news this morning, and people were tailgating before the sun even came up. I mean, these fans have been waiting for this one since the moment they clinched home field advantage. That excitement, it's translated into a ridiculous hostile environment. I mean, it's clear the support of this entire city right now falls behind this team, and with that comes a lot of pressure. If he's going to lead his team to the championship game, he has to stay level-headed through this chaos, because if he's able to do that here, I really like their chances of playing next Sunday.
That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. A couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
He'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 27-yard line.
Look wide, get this one complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Now a give up the middle. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He is in. Touchdown, Armadillos. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good. The Armadillos are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
Winning in the wild card round, certainly an accomplishment that this team should be proud of. But, Mike, if he wants to take his team to the championship round next week, he's going to have to lead by example and play a mistake-free game against a team known for capitalizing on their opponent's mistakes. Yes, you have to be aggressive. You have to be willing to take some risks. But those risks have to be calculated, because if you get reckless against this group, you're going to be flying home. You're going to be getting ready for the offseason.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. He'll check this down to the running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Try to pick this one up on the ground. He'll be brought down at the 37, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
2 yards on the play. And the Tokyo 1st down.
Back to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Here's a run. A short game down to the 7. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Now this looks like a design run. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
On comes Greg Zerline to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dragons are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Armadillos offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. One quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. 7-3 is our score. Back with more from Mexico City and the International Series after this. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard.
At the 27-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Armadillos.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This one taken at the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Dragons offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with first and 10. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. To the ground, a first down run. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's second and 6. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well. They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Back to the air one more time. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen, and they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive linemen is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
Out of a gun, here's a run up the gut. He'll work forward, only to about the 18. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 2nd down and 8. Now a give on the ground. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. It is 3rd and 10. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to take it into the end zone. It's a touchdown. There is a penalty marker down, but it looks like this one's going to hold up.
That penalty is declined.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. He's got it. And the Dragons are back within 4. It is 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Armadillos offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. To the right side here, pass is caught. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A gain of 17 yards, and that will be a 1st down. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. From out of the gun, he'll throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Armadillos. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. Fairbairn able to add the extra point. The Armadillos are out to a 21-10 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen, like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Armadillos. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game. And make it 3 touchdowns. Now, remember, he caught the one earlier. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dragons offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. His throw left side is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. They'll look to throw. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A first down.
And the Tokyo first down.
He'll look to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw, taken in. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Dragons. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Armadillos offense and their running back set to go once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Now they'll set up to throw.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Now faking the give. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
You can see the receiver. He's pleading his case to the refs. So from our perspective, Mike, I think it's pretty clear. He was not in bounds. I don't blame him for trying. If I was in his situation, I'm doing the exact same thing.
Off he goes. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. So we are at halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you up to Orlando for a check-in with Jonathan Coachman.
In the Alamo
He's got our
City
EA
of
Sports
San Antonio,
halftime
Texas,
report. Coach,
where you see the final score there. All right, Mike, thanks very much. One of these two teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get it back to you two in just a moment. Lamar Jackson, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last
to get to that
score
AFC
wins.
Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here. The third quarter underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Dragons offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And that is incomplete.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 39 yards.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just 2 quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
Here's a toss, right side. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He runs with it. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. They face 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? He pulls it in around the 5. Give him a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. 2nd and goal this close to the end zone. It makes sense, Mike, to keep the ball on the ground, but what you're not planning for is that you suffer a loss. So give credit to this defense. They've now changed the entire equation. It's 3rd and goal, but they're not so close anymore. Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete.
And this is caught. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Touchdown, Dragons. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Armadillos offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. Crazy. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll stay on the ground. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. Quick throw here is complete.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Armadillos.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. The Armadillos will extend this 3rd quarter lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. He'll start at the 4. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Dragons offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's 1st and 10. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
We'll go with a draw play here on 2nd down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here now, 3rd and 5. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Here's a run going left. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Second and 11. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll stick to the ground. Yeah. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Dragons. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
32.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Justice Hill to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
First down at the 39-yard line.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
His throw left side is complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another first down.
Mexico City, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Dragons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The visitors' offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And nothing on that one back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he will score again. Touchdown, Armadillos. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. He gets it to go. The Armadillos will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. He's got it at about the 8. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They are moving on. As the #1 seed, the victory means they locked down another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.